Hey everyone, it's Keely Mary and welcome to my channel. I know it's been a really long time since I updated you all. I've really been wanting to sit down and film an update, but life just got a little bit chaotic. The last time you would have seen me was when I was leaving Saudi Arabia. That was just over a year ago now, so I've been back in Canada since then. One thing I never mentioned on this channel was that I applied for grad school at the end of last year, and while we were on vacation in Saudi Arabia, I was actually waiting for a decision letter from grad school. It was definitely anxiety inducing waiting for that decision letter. Thankfully, I was on vacation for 2 months. I actually had a lot to get my mind off of things, although I was checking my email like multiple times a day, so clearly it didn't completely take my mind off of things. One day though, while we were in Saudi Arabia, I received an email, and this was about 2 weeks before we were supposed to leave. So in the email, it said that I had been accepted. I actually didn't really expect that because it had been such a long wait that I just assumed I was rejected. So pretty much the whole time that I've been absent from YouTube, I've been studying, I've been doing grad school. And honestly, I really wanted to sit down and film a video and show you guys kind of what I was going through with grad school and update you. But unfortunately, that didn't work out because especially my first semester, it was much more intense than I had initially planned it to be. And that's largely because I was taking more than the full class load. There's the full-time classes, and I was taking an additional class on top of that. Full-time classes already is pretty stressful, but then taking an additional class on top of it was definitely a lot, especially for the first semester when I was still figuring things out. There were actually times when I kind of thought that I might not pass because I was so stressed out, and I was just counting down the days until that first semester was over. And if anybody's interested in knowing what program I'm taking, I am taking the Master's in Experimental Psychology program. My area of focus is in cognitive neuroscience, also known as neuropsychology, behavioral neuroscience, whatever you want to call it. So I did actually attempt to start a vlog in the fall semester, and I filmed B-roll footage. I filmed an intro within the first week, but I really got so busy after that point that I just kind of completely gave up on that vlog. I'll insert like the B-roll footage, just kind of stuff like around campus. I didn't really film too much. Honestly, especially when the fall semester first started, I was so excited to be on campus. I hadn't been on campus for like 2 years at that point, but because I did take 2 years off between undergrad and grad school, I missed being on campus. I missed the energy. I missed my favorite study spots. It just felt great to sit there at my favorite study spots again and be on campus and just being around other people who love to learn just like I do, and to be around other people who are really passionate about psychology like I am. It was really amazing. I really loved that. Now currently what I'm up to, I just finished my last class of my entire master's degree. So now I basically just have my thesis to work on. So how a lot of grad programs usually work is there is classes that you have to complete, and then there's a thesis that you have to do. And if you don't know, a thesis is basically like a research project. So it's like a study that you create, you design, and then you carry out your study, you write it up, all that sort of thing. I'm still in the early phases of that, but if you're interested, I would love to kind of show you a little bit of what I'm doing or keep you updated on that if you're interested. For now though, I do plan to take a little bit of time off to kind of recharge and to focus on making sure that I am not burnt out. So I want to take a little bit of time to sort of do things that I love and just relax a little bit. I want to make sure that I am fully ready to dive into my thesis. So the rest of this vlog is probably going to be a lot of like unwinding and relaxing and just making sure that I'm good, that I'm recharged, my mental health is good before I complete the rest of my master's thesis.
Lazım. Sonra nemli sabunlu bezle üstünden...
Üstünü başını hallet, geri gel.
I decided I want to add a little what's in my bag sort of segment to this video. So I'm going to be doing my school bag. This is the one that I normally use. I did wash it, but there is some little marks on it, and it is a little bit wrinkly, so just ignore that. It's just like a tote bag that I got off of Etsy. I've gotten honestly a lot of compliments on this, but I don't think people really realize like what this is. So this is supposed to be a window, kind of like looking over Jerusalem. This is the Dome of the Rock. I'm not really sure what this is, to be honest. If I can find the link to like the Etsy seller, I'll provide it in the description. And then also I found this little BB-8 keychain that I got from my parents when I was younger. I thought he'd be kind of too out of place, but I think he kind of fits in. Like he looks like he goes with the bag is what I'm trying to say. Okay. I don't know if he's gonna let me do this now. Okay, obviously the most important thing is a notebook. I used to carry my laptop around everywhere, but honestly it's just too heavy. So I just have this little notebook that I picked up from the dollar store. Don't sleep on the dollar store. Next up is tissues. I don't think I've ever actually used these. I think these are like Japanese, but they're cute, so I put them in case I ever needed them. Then I have cute tissues. Next, I have this coin purse. I actually love this coin purse. I think it's the only one that I actually own. I keep it just in case I need a little bit of extra change for like parking or for a vending machine or something. I don't think I've ever used this. It's good to have just in an emergency or something. The color of it isn't really picking up properly on camera, but it's like this dark green. It's actually very sentimental for me because my grandma got it when I was younger. She picked this up for me for Christmas one year. I've just kept it ever since. It's one of my prized possessions and I just love it so much. And then of course I just have pens and pencils. You'd be surprised how many people in university don't carry pens and pencils, but I've had to borrow these out a few times. I also have scrunchies. I've never actually needed to use this, but I keep it just in case, like maybe if my hijab bun falls out or something. Then I just have this on hand just in case. It's cute. It's like a pink velvet scrunchie. The velvet ones are really good on your hair because it doesn't cause breakage. It's not like tough on the hair or anything. At some point in the semester, I decided to just throw in a lint roller into my bag because I found that I needed it quite often. I always find that I manage to be covered in hair regardless, and it's because I have a cat here who sheds a lot. If you have a cat, if you know, you could be completely cat hair free one moment and then the next moment you walk to the other end of your apartment or your house and suddenly you were covered in cat fur, especially if you're wearing black, and I wear a lot of black. So I need this because of this guy over here. Another scrunchie. And next up, I do have some gum. I didn't realize I had 3 packs of gum. I thought I only had like 2. They're really good to keep you awake in class if you're ever like tired or like whatever, just like a burst of energy basically. I got this in class one time. I'm not sure if it's halal, but I've kept it in there. I really want to have it, but I don't know if I can. And the last thing I forgot that I normally carry with me is this Guess bag. This is just my purse that I use for every day. I've had it for years now. My husband got it years ago for me. It has like these 2 kind of pouches. It's just like a shoulder bag. It has a strap on it that just goes over your shoulder. Yeah, this is everything that I keep in. Obviously Marvin does not go in the bag, but I don't know if you can see it, but it's literally snowing out. It's end of April and it's currently snowing out. And of course I just let a bunch of snow into my car. But honestly, I love the snow. I think I've actually been kind of missing the snow, so I'm really glad. Even though the semester's over, classes are done, I still had to make a quick trip to the university because I have to pick up exams that I need to mark for my TA assignment. I was almost done, but I have like a few more that I just have to pick up and mark, and then I'll be all done. I'll be all done my TA assignment for the semester, which is exciting, but also kind of sad. I kind of like marking. It's kind of fun. My TA assignment for this semester was so much lighter than the last semester. In the fall semester, it was honestly really intense. I was assigned to a class of like 100 students. There were 3 assignments and 3 exams, so it felt like I was honestly just continuously marking. It felt like that was all I was doing. Like I would have to like mark for like a little bit every single day just to be able to keep up with it and to be able to finish marking in time. This semester was so much lighter. I only had a class of 45 students. There were only like 3 midterms and a final. Overall, it just was a lot lighter of a semester class-wise and TAing-wise. Anyways, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna grab these last exams.